Hello, guys. Welcome back. It worked. I bitched everybody out and chased everybody away, and my grocery order came. And I don't know how it came either because they had kept telling me on Walmart it's delayed. We're sorry. Don't expect delivery. It's canceled for today. And mysteriously, it showed up after I bitched all the gods out and everybody else out and drove everybody away. My order came. It didn't come until like right now, so like past 3, so that was extremely late, but at least it came. Because tonight the weather's supposed to turn to shit and we're getting icy conditions and we might get an ice storm and high winds and snowstorm and everything else. So they're not going to be delivering anything tomorrow unless that weather passes over, and I doubt it. So I was happy and I checked my order and they have been creeping back in really tentatively, like, don't yell anymore. But sometimes you have to stand your ground and set up those parameters and say, if you want shit, if you want temples and you want, good treatment, because, honestly, me yelling is not anything compared to what some people try to do. I was like, I don't beat you. I don't starve you. When they whine for a cookie, it's like they eat all the time. They're whining for extra food even more. It's like, I don't starve you, I don't beat you, I don't try to lock you in boxes or in circles or anything else. You've got nothing to complain about. In fact, you're fucking spoiled. Anything you want, the vast majority of the time, I give it to you, so shut up. And I was really surprised. I said, I think I've been spoiling all of you way too much. Maybe you need to do with less. And those big eyes like, we're not gonna do anything. We'll be good. Well, shall we? And I was outside and I'm like looking around, as I'm taking the delivery box outside of the garage. I know, exciting. I'm looking around the property and I'm like, yeah, some other shit around here can use fixed too. So chop chop. You're promising all this stuff. Let's see you get moving. So, and for them, it's a pretty sweet deal because we live more like a family, even with the demons. We live like a family, and usually, if I want something, they're usually pretty good about it. If they want something and I can do it, they get it. But sometimes they do get a little spoiled and a little lazy, and sometimes they remember they're a god and they get very obstinate, and they're going to show you that they can smite you by getting in the way and everything else. I'm like, no, you forget. We live in 2020. I can go serve any other god. And, it was everything today, not just the food order being canceled. Um, the cemetery of all places called me to try to do a high pressure sale on me. And I have told them repeatedly, I don't have any fucking money for this shit. Unless you're digging up my ancestors and throwing them out, what the fuck am I supposed to do about that? I don't care. I don't care what happens to my body when I die. Miracle Grow for all I fucking care. So it's like, that happened. The internet kept going in and out, and it was kind of going in and out on specific things like Loki was being petty and jealous. And I said, look, if the internet's down, everything is down. YouTube's down, video games are down, everything is down. He'd fix it and then he'd think about it, and I was like, no, you're going to play these games, you're all going to be out. So, sometimes the gods get like a little willful and a little wild. Now, there's nothing you can do to roll it back after he ruins some food or something, which he also does. And I had to fix the bulb that he broke because he will get willful and break stuff and never fix it. But I was like, no, I have to set up the boundaries I can set up at the very least. And if you cross them, then I won't be worshiping you. They know that the temples are still on the line. I really don't ever want to have to rebuild this shit, but at the same time, not visiting them is just as not punishment. It's like, but we want a temple, so you come in. No, you're not getting that right now. You're being like bratty children. It's like I serve toddlers, not gods. You have to act like the adult in this situation. So yeah, I had to yell, and now it's like too late. You ever get food and it's like too late, and I don't feel like cooking anything now. And the funny thing was, what I would plan to make today, I plan to make it for Odin. I plan to make him like I have a chicken dumpling comes in a can, and I was gonna put some extra chicken in it, and I was gonna wait till the order came, and he's not getting that today. He came after the food came, and he was like, "You could make that shut up go away." Okay, so. It's like, no, I'm not cooking for you today. I'm mad at you. You went way too far. And I said, I don't know who's messing with what. Because you can never tell which of your gods, goddesses, whomever is doing something. And I said, I don't know who is giving me what, because you can never tell that either, really. I mean, it's not like it comes with their signature on it or something, but shut up, Loki. But I said, if I keep having this, if I keep having a run of bad luck and trouble starting, I'm going to assume none of you want to work together, and I'll just go find another pantheon. Sometimes you do have to lay down the law. I don't like doing it, but as you guys know, that have followed the channel for years, the Norse gods can get really obstinate and willful, and they saw this time that messing stuff up wasn't going to help them. And I'm like, no, I'm mad at you. I do like the demons. I do. And I think they wouldn't have half the behavioral issues they have if Odin wouldn't be going around behind the scenes fucking shit up and Loki along with them. I said, if you can't prove to me you can get along with another group, you're both out. I will work with someone else because I am officially tired of your bullshit. And they've all just kind of been looking at me. And I said, no, I'm tired of your bullshit. I know you think I'll just get tired of fighting you and give in. And I told Asmodeus, I said, they were tentatively in today because I was just tired of their bullshit. I said, first time I get more mental energy, I will go back to fighting on whatever front I have to. And he's like, okay. He's fine. He's the only one that's really not trying to cause a problem. He's just stubborn and willful and wants to be here, and he's not going to leave. The Norse gods have bullied pretty much everyone else out of my life. Like, it feels like they tentatively come in, and then they get driven away, but Asmodeus will not be fucking moved. He's immovable. He's fucking stubborn. It's he and the old man are evenly matched. But I said I wouldn't, because I can tell they're having some kind of personality clash. I said I would not grind his gears for him, because I said then he will fucking kick your ass. I said he's predictable on that front, and I said if he doesn't do it now, he'll save it up for later because he's a vengeful dick sometimes. And I love him, but you know, he's not a perfect god in the Christian sense of being perfect and fully mature. No, sometimes he's fucking spiteful. And I said, you know, if you don't grind his gears, if you stay in your portion, he stays in his portion, you'll be fine. I said, but you gotta all of you gotta get your shit sorted out, because first Asmodeus wants something, I give it to him, and then Asmodeus doesn't deliver, and Odin's roaring and chasing him away, and Asmodeus gets it taken away from him. And I said, it's too fucking unstable. I said, if you two, and I'm like trying to not call them morons or idiots or something, can't get your act together and work together, I'm getting rid of you, because I've had a lot of interest from Ireland, frankly, and I don't need you. It was like, you're replaceable. Don't fuck with me. Ah. It's kind of like my mom used to get fed up and tell us she was going to take us to the zoo and leave us there and bring home monkeys because they would listen better. And she meant it too. And she said, I don't know if they'll even feed you. Too ugly to be monkeys. She was the nicest, sweetest, gentlest, kindest person in the world. But if you fucked with her and really ground her gears, then she'd fucking explode in a rage. I think it's that Polish temper. It's like, we're really sweet, passive people until you fuck with us too much, and then we fucking explode and we're invading your country. We do actually have proud history of warriors and gentlemen and everything in Poland. It's awesome. So it was just like, I don't know, maybe that was the Polish part of my temper finally coming forward and being like, you fucked around enough, I'm gonna kill all of you. So I might still make a stew or something, because as the temperature drops today, it'll be nice to put on the oven, but it's certainly not going to be as an award or reward or something. I do love them. I love the gods, I love the demons, I love everyone, but at the same time, you can't let them walk all over you. It's not like with the Christian God where you notice they're really, and I'm not trying to insult Christians, they're always passive with their God. They can never stand up for their God. They can never go tell their God, hey, I don't like what you're doing, because their God will tell them to adjust their attitude problem. Our gods will negotiate. Our gods will be willful and spiteful at times and do weird flexes that hurt the relationship, but, you know, they will at least negotiate. And I think maybe Odin wanted to see if I'd stand up for myself and see if I would just let him push me around. I was like, no, I've had enough of your fucking shit. The bad thing is putting me with Asmodeus. My already bad temper gets even worse. And maybe that was part of it today too. But I said they can all be in, but they got to get along. And I said, I don't want any more shit to break. I know that happens naturally in life. But I said, I don't want any more shit to break. I don't want any more bad fortune. I said, you gotta settle this out. I don't care if you kill each other on the lawn every day at noon, but I don't want you fucking with my life anymore. That is out of bounds. So sometimes you do have to set up those boundaries and say, no, you're not crossing them. Because if you don't, they'll walk all over you. I've seen a set of demons, but it's the same with gods too. If you don't set up boundaries, sometimes they will gleefully take advantage and get anything they can for themselves. They do love us, but sometimes they're self-centered little shits too, and you have to remember that. I know this channel, I'm so reverent. But if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.